Welcome to the finals of the Rainbow Six Siege tournament brought to you by Catana Gaming. I am Dharav, accompanied by the co-host Anuraj, and will be the commentators for today.
Uh,
Today's match is played between Constant Esports and LevelZero on Coastline.
we're extremely sorry for the delay. LevelZero had another tournament in which they were participating. So, yeah.
The first ban by Constant Esports will be Blackbeard. Eager to know what will be LevelZero's ban? So Anuraj, what are the common bans that you've noticed on Coastline?
I think on attack, it's, the, like,
The usuals like
the
Monty or...
usuals, yeah. Monty, Jackal, Nomad probably. Blackbeard is
Yeah,
actually
obviously for the
pretty
flanks.
rare,
Okay.
you know. Probably it's
mean-
it's because Constant have seen LevelZero play Blackbeard before,
True.
and they want to take that away from them.
Mm-hmm.
So Mira ban isn't that surprising?
Absolutely. Valkyrie. I've seen like people have placed very discreet Valcams, and it's really hard to find them unless you have an IQ. So I think banning Valkyrie is pretty wise choice.
Yeah, Valkyrie is a pretty powerful operator on pretty much any map in Siege.
Absolutely, especially where there's like trees or something where the camera is pretty much undetected.
Yeah, so Constant are going to be going with Hook and Billiards this round. We see Smoke, Maestro, Jaeger, and Legion.
I think I see a balanced choice of operators by LevelZero. I'm just looking out for any sixth picks. I don't think we'll be seeing any, and they'll be confident with the lineup.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
We move on to the preparation phase, and Nexus securing the 90 alley.
Bomb located by attackers.
Mighty has spotted the bomb, and they are not going penthouse. They will be picking Hookah instead. Nexus on 1F in the bar. I think he might just hold Sunrise.
Yeah, I think he's gonna hold Sunrise probably.
He's looking out for any drones,
10 seconds
just so he
remaining.
doesn't get spotted. I think he might place a Legion Needle.
5 seconds remaining.
I am expecting Mighty to
Attackers are
push
heading out
from
to defuse a
these
bomb.
stairs outside Hookah.
Yeah, so we see one spawn in Ruins and a couple more in poolside.
They're all converging onto the entry near Sunrise. And as I said, Mighty will be going up the stairs. I think they're planning on a really aggressive approach in this case. Hibana going straight into 2F.
I was expecting Hibana to go onto the roof and open the billiards.
Bathroom hatch.
A bomb has been located.
Probably the bathroom hatch or the wall. Billiards.
Right. Absolutely. That gives the attacker a very, I'd say, sort of an unfair advantage because that's a really difficult angle for the defenders to, take
Yeah,
hold of.
you could have one player watching out from Ruins into billiards.
Absolutely.
And having that wall open is just like, denying that whole room for the defenders.
Slayer's
Yeah.
trying hard to...
Yeah,
I think
so-
Slayer's really close by to the side, and that may be dangerous for defenders because they might not see him there.
Yeah, so 45 seconds in the round, they've already taken VIP and
Black Sand takes...
gets him on one up. Even Mighty trying to push in from Hookah. Gets one. He sees one guy on stairs.
He sees him. Absolutely. He knows he's there now. He does. But I don't know. He's gonna use a different approach. And Slayer gets Dhanu. Mighty with another kill.
Yeah. They know the smoke's playing on site and
Absolutely.
Legions on 1F. so they're gonna take their time. Okay, seems like they were unaware of his position, and there's a trade coming in. So Shax is gonna plant and hooker. Legion,
Is it
the ping's
possible?
coming in. Tries to wall bang but doesn't
Bomb
connect.
diffuser. Attackers need to protect the diffuser. Position compromised.
And Veneno with the final kill. The round goes to LevelZero.
A quick wrap up to the round and a quick victory by LevelZero over there. So Constant Esports are gonna pick the same site, and I don't see any change in operators as well. However, LevelZero is gonna be taking Dokai B.
Yeah, we see the Legion 6 picking onto Pulse and Doki B into Thatcher. So yeah, I mean Pulse. Yeah, they could play a little bit differently using Pulse. You know.
I think, yeah, absolutely. The way Nexus was playing in the previous round, it would have been better if his operator choice was Pulse.
Yeah, he could have definitely denied the plant there. You know,
Absolutely.
give him a little more time to work with.
I'm expecting a similar push in the first round from Mighty, and Sean on the rotation over there. He might get that hatch open just for a last minute rotation into the bar.
Looks like the Pulse has been rolled out.
So I'm assuming the attacker's primary target would to sweep 1F for
Attackers
Pulse.
must locate and defuse a bomb.
Wise choice by Nexus by relocating himself. Ooh, small peepholes there. Envy is not messing around.
Tries to rush in without rolling and
Attackers drop the bomb diffuser.
It was kind of expected. I mean, he didn't drone. He didn't. He just sprinted. I mean, I don't know what he was expecting over there.
yeah. So we have Zofia pushing from Hookah and two of his teammates pushing from VIP.
Attackers
The
have located
same
a
thing they
bomb.
did last round.
Mm-hmm.
Slayer's trying to maybe push in from Aquarium. Put a bit
Bomb
of
has
pressure
been
on the site.
located.
Yeah, he's just trying to like make sure that it's possible that he might get a flank from luggage. And Nexus get a C4 kill. That's amazing. Thatcher is out of the round.
Yeah, looks like they have 3 roamers here, which seems to be working pretty well for them. They 45 seconds into the
haven't-
round, they have a 5-3 lead. in terms of-
Absolutely. And but Shax takes Dhanu out. Shax is looking for another entry point. And Raxan is holding Sunrise Bar at this point. I think, yeah, I think Mighty might be trying to sweep him out first.
I think they're
Slayer's
defending-
desperately trying.
Okay, I think the defending team are putting on position right now. I
They still
hope
have a minute.
the rumors are in a well position of the attackers, because if
Absolutely.
the attackers rush site right now, it could be problematic. But Melo takes down Mighty, and
Had been dropped.
Melo denies the plan with a double kill.
Sensor activated. Nest in position.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
Slayer looking for that slim angle, but he's getting tagged and he gets. Oh, he gets eliminated by the smoke canister.
yeah,
Not the
that's
way to
pretty
go,
sad.
but yeah. Amazing play by Sean. Defended the site really well, I must say. and the score is equalized at the moment.
Looks like Constant are going for Kitchen this time. They got Maestro, Smoke, you know. Pulse there, switching on to Goyo.
I think he had second thoughts there, but he'll stick with Goyo.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
I mean, in all honesty, you never know when he can backfire. I mean, an Ash charge, for, let's say when he can just blow up the shield, and anyone using it as a cover, it may work the opposite way for them.
Yeah, I mean, Goyo shields, probably they're not, I think they're not used for cover exactly. You know, when attackers are pushing, it's used by defenders to, like, you know, hold their advance.
5 seconds
Absolutely.
to go.
But looking at Goyo's shield, the Kitchen shield's position,
Attackers are heading out. To defuse the
I think
bomb.
it's to prevent that angle from Sunrise Bar. Mello set down first Evil Eye, and the second goes on as well.
A bomb has been
Looks like
located.
three
Next
players are going
is-
to be playing 2F.
Absolutely.
Only Maestro and Smoke defending the site, like before, as we saw on Hookah. Okay, Nexus there threw out a C4 and managed to tag Hibana as he heard a rappel.
And Slayer may have an angle on Nexus right there.
Oh, great
Shax
shot
takes
by
Nexus out.
yeah, great shot there by Shax. Great teamwork by Nomad and Hibana.
I think Slayer has a lesser problem to worry about now.
Yeah, see, exactly. This is what we talked about.
Absolutely.
Zofia using one of her impacts and getting Jaeger to the Goyo shield. That was pretty unfortunate.
Absolutely. And that's two of the roamers right there, and that's pretty early into the round. I think just one more roamer to go. Dhanu has to hold the fort, and let's see how he can do it.
I think LevelZero are in a really good spot right now. They have to do a 2F,
Absolutely.
and they know both of the defending members are on site. Okay, Dhanu manages to get two. You still
A
run
double
on
kill
2F.
there. I think that's a really good turning point for Constant Esports right there. Even the two of the roamers gone, he still holds the fort and gets a third kill. That's going to be really pricey for LevelZero there.
He
But
got
they
a
still-
triple kill there. Was looking for the fourth, but unfortunately he gets down.
Mello's injured and gets taken out by Envy. Brilliant vertical player right there. Perfectly timed and perfectly placed. It's up to Sean to hold the side.
Sean's gonna move away from the site, you know, which is a pretty good strat to use. He's gonna be setting up for the retake. I think he hears IQ going down the site.
He
Okay.
just... Oh, he gets IQ. Now Shax knows exactly where Sean is. It's just a matter of get peek or get peeked. It looks like they're playing like merry-go-round in this case, but like
15
going round and
seconds
round.
remaining.
Slow movement by Shax and an instant... Oh, Sean gets around.
That looked like it was gonna go to LevelZero, but then Sean and Mozzie managed to bring it back. The play by Mozzie was really good. He managed to get a triple kill. Tried to go on for the fourth.
That was a close round, I must say. Brilliant clutch by Sean right there. I think they might hold the site a little bit more this round. They're not going for penthouse, which is
Yeah,
a
I'm
little
pretty
surprising.
surprised they aren't
Attackers
going for
need to
penthouse.
locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
I mean, it can be that they hate that one bathroom hatch, which is sort of understandable. I think Nexus may try to prevent entry from Hookah on 2F. Pretty
Jammer activated.
expected, and
Idiots up and running. Razor wire deployed.
he'll be barricading the kitchen window, which is wise.
10
That
seconds to
takes
go.
out one of the major entry points into the
5 seconds left
Sunrise
before
site.
insertion.
Jammer deployed.
Attackers must locate and defuse
This is a
the
pretty
bomb.
good setup from Constant, you know.
Absolutely. I think they're pretty confident with the site. That's why they're not picking penthouse, which I think it's in their hands, and if they can hold it well, there's nothing wrong in it.
Razor wire deployed.
We're gonna start by trying to push into Sunrise Walk. The defenders have one player defending kitchen right now.
Nexus will be there, and Thanu is on 2F above the hatch. That's a little aggressive spot for a defender to be in. Great wallbang by Mighty there, but he does not quite make it to.
Bomb located by attackers.
He's waiting for Raxan to peek a little bit, but he might miss the opportunity right there. I think the Romas are doing a pretty good job at stalling the attacker's entry from 2F.
Yeah, looks like the attackers want to gain control of 2F first before pushing on the side. And the Romas are doing a pretty good job of holding them
Absolutely.
off.
Raxan knows there's another attacker, but he leaves him, and he gets the attack on the 1F first, but cannot quite take Invi out.
The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Sean takes Shax, and that brings level 0 down to 2 attackers only, and Veneno gets the equalizing to 2 all. Vertical play by Veneno there, but he doesn't quite find anyone.
They still have a minute to work with,
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
gather a little bit of intel before pushing onto the site.
I'm thinking Veneno might go for the hash drop, and he does. And that was not a wise decision, I must say.
Nest ready.
I think Sean is aware of Veneno's position right now, and he's gonna play very carefully, using his smoke grenades.
I think Sean's in a good position.
Maestro and Smoke
He's
are
just trying to
setting up for a crossfire right now. And yeah,
That's defenders down. Not too much of a surprise. We knew exactly how Sean was going to play, and he executed it flawlessly. We come to the 5th round, and Constant Esports will be taking hookah and billiards. I mean, they still haven't chosen penthouse. Koyo gets switched over to Pulse, like they did earlier.
yeah. I think the attackers could
Attackers
have,
need to locate
you know,
and defuse as
have
many
a
bombs as they
lead
can.
in the score right now. It's just that they started the rounds very well, but then one or two members from the defending team managed to, like, you know, bring it back. You know, they got those
Attackers
tracks
have
and
discovered the
managed to turn
location
it
of a
around.
bomb.
Could have been anyone's game really.
Absolutely, and it was the delay that the defenders basically imparted on the attacker. I think we have an issue with LevelZero. One of the teammates has disconnected.
ATS up and running.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
They're playing pretty much the same ops they played the first
But
round.
they're down to 4v5. I've noticed they don't really... LevelZero isn't really keen on sweeping 1F first. They go straight into the floor where site is, and if they really tried sweeping the roamers first, I think they'd be in a better position.
IQ is aware of the pulse, and you know she's trying to find. There you go. He finds her, tries to get him through the wall, but
Enemy
doesn't manage to connect.
Had difficulties in landing the shot and missed his. Oh, she gets Sean. Great reflex by Envy right there, but she still has to look
Bomb located by
for
attackers.
Nexus. Envy knows Nexus is down there, but can't find the exact location because Nexus is not using his cardiac scanner anymore.
Moving mag.
And Dhanu brings it down to 3v4.
Bomb detected.
I really feel Dhanu is doing a great job at defending or stopping any entry from luggage.
Yeah, so there you go. They're
And-
trying to clean up the rumors right now. IQ is aware of pulse being in the
But
kitchen.
just misses him.
Yeah, so pulse is gonna rotate and you know go to the side. There's only a minute left, and the attackers don't have a lot of time to deal with the rumors right now.
Absolutely, and I think Nexus knows that, so he might wait for the last minute flank.
Shock.
Slayer has returned, so he will be playing from next round onwards.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
This does not look like it's gonna end well for LevelZero, as Nexus takes Shax down. LevelZero does manage to get a double
Attackers
kill.
recovered the bomb diffuser.
Scanning.
And we're trying to push A, and I don't think Melo knows, but Nexus knows exactly where Envy is,
15
and
seconds
he might be
remaining.
patient about it.
Moving south. Spotted.
10 seconds to go.
He's gonna wait for the last second entry.
Probably gonna
There
use
it
a
is.
C4 right now.
He's down to 1v2, 1v1,
Operators, you have run out
and
of
there is
time.
no time to stick the plant.
You know, Mighty there trying to go for the frags, but Pulse was in 1F and he couldn't manage to even plant because it was Pulse.
Absolutely. I mean, they knew the second they tried sticking the plant, Pulse would just be there. And I'm seeing a great change in strategy by LevelZero. They know that this is going to be 1F this time and not Penthouse. And that's why Slayer is going to work on the vertical. And Jackal is going to try and take out the roamers, which is a wise choice.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
You can stop worrying about grenades now.
As they did before, Constant Esports is going to have Dhanu on the roam, as well as Nexus.
Keep eye on what's it.
10 seconds to go.
Reloading.
5 seconds left. Attackers must locate and
I'm-
defuse a bomb.
I think, are we going to see a run out by Dhanu?
Reload.
Only time can tell.
Yeah, he's looking from the cams, see if he
Absolutely.
can catch any player. But unfortunately, he does not. So he's gonna fall back, hold to F for the team.
So they know that the strategy of 3 roamers on 2F worked. So they're gonna repeat it, and this might be a problem for LevelZero since they use the same entry point. Jackal has scanned them out, and then we get Raxan. That's one. Pretty early into the round, I must say.
Attackers have located a bomb.
And we again trying to look for Nexus over there on the pulse scanner. He sees one in the distance, but he does not stick it.
We know what happened in the last
Attackers
round
dropped
when
the diffuser.
Constant took kitchen, so now they're trying to correct the mistakes and they're clearing out the rumors first.
Which is wise, and Envy gets his double kill. Slayer gets his third. I think they're in a really good position at this point.
All the rumors have been dealt off. There's no one in 2F anymore. They're in a very good position.
Nexus was tagged and he has no choice but to retreat back to 1F. And he knows there's an attacker there. But he gets Buck.
Nexus, under a lot of pressure, manages to get Buck.
Sean gets Veneno.
Attackers
I think
will
we've
cover
seen
the
much
bomb.
a promising play by Sean, and he gets a second kill over there.
A bomb has been located. The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Nexus and Sean, they really did a lot of work right now.
Sensor deployed.
Absolutely.
And it's
He
a really
pulled it
winnable
out
situation
around.
for them right now.
Mighty again in the clutch situation, and he does not have the diffuser. Nexus is aware that, oh, she gets down and Sean gets the last kill. Sean played absolutely brilliant this round. Saw exactly where the attackers are pushing from. Denied it effortlessly, absolutely.
After
Appreciation from
level
Shax over
0,
there.
after level 0 got all their roamers, I think they kind of, thought they could push and, get the rest of the members, but
They weren't patient enough.
they weren't patient enough, and, the remaining 2 members could handle the pressure and, get those 1v1s and, really, win it for the team.
They just knew exactly when to pick their battles.
Really good teamwork between those two.
Absolutely, and LevelZero is going to go for Hookah as well. I don't see Penthouse being picked yet.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Mighty on Echo, so we may see a difference in play on the defense.
Bomb located by attackers.
Shax on the deployable shield, trying to block any angle from VIP, which is a smart move.
See, now that Mighty has taken Echo, I realized that Mira had been banned, but Echo was not, and Constant still managed to, win those rounds without Echo, which is such a strong operator.
10 seconds remaining.
Absolutely.
Get the Meridian. Test is down and on the run.
5 seconds left.
Now let's see how Level 0 do on the defense.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Test out. Go reloading. Bug is set.
Defender is exposed.
That's an amazing run out by Envy over there.
Getting the IQ, so now that they know IQ is dead, IQ can play, more freely. Now that he knows his drones are undetectable, which gives the defenders quite a bit of an advantage.
That was an absolute aggressive and fearless move by Envy over there.
My air jab is deployed. I need to push them out.
If you ask me,
So
the
this is-
attackers are really spread out right now.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I mean, they spread out and they're really patient on their attack. Oh, Bog
Attackers
just
have
misses
located
it.
a bomb.
Nice in position.
Envy with a second kill on Mello with the pistol.
Loading new mag.
Reload!
So we got all the members of the attacking team, separated, and they're trying to clear out the roamers first. No one's pushing on site yet. I think Hibana isn't aware of Envy's position. Envy's quite aware, and yeah, gets them.
Swapping mag!
Pretty well played by Envy there.
Is this going to be an ace for Envy? I hope so, because that's exactly what they need to turn the match around. It does not look in LevelZero's favors, but Envy might do something to change that.
Stay still. We'll get you sorted.
Looks like Envy's going for the ace here. Meanwhile, Buck has moved into sight, and Envy tries to get on for the ace, but
Envy gets denied. I must say, Envy played incredibly offensive this round, and it only worked for the best. They brought it down to 4v1 and did not take too long to get Nomad out. Incredibly played by Envy right there. I mean, I've seen Envy clutch in matches before, and he does it effortlessly. So this is not too much of a surprise. I think Envy just has that battleful nature in him. And I don't think Constant Esports saw that, but now they might be a little bit more aware.
Attackers need to locate and defuse
yeah,
bombs.
so they'll be defending Kitchen, and I'm quite surprised they haven't picked Maestro. On this side, he's pretty powerful here.
I mean, Maestro has incredible utility over here. Constant Esports did use Maestro efficiently, and I don't see that happening with LevelZero.
Reservoir going up. Seige is active in this sector. Oh, fortified!
Ten seconds to go.
Setting up a diversion.
5 seconds to insertion. Attackers are
Mozzie is
moving
gonna
to defuse the bomb.
get that entire wall open, which is pretty standard, pretty wise.
Including doing fire. Pest active.
Yeah, so not a lot of players holding site.
Reloading!
Just Shax,
Looks
who
like
was almost on the verge of exiting the site as well.
Widening target.
the entire team is playing quite aggressively this round. So we got Envy on 2F.
I mean, Envy has the capability and the ability, so no surprise there. He sees an entry, but it's his trigger discipline that stops him. He's gonna wait for a second one, I think. Slayer gets one, but he gets neutralized. I think that might be Envy's cue to take charges, but he's still gonna play a little patiently.
He's gonna hear the drone, and I think he didn't. We told him it was a drone, and yeah, so now that Nomad started to get the barricade, he runs away, which is pretty wise.
I mean, I see that Envy is not getting greedy with his kills, which is a good sign. Greed can only be unhealthy for the team. So not a lot of activity on the first floor.
Yeah, the defenders are holding the positions, not really
Nexus
peeking.
and Thano pushing together, and this may not be a good position to be in.
So the attackers start the vertical play, realizing there are no roamers on 2F. Shax really has to watch out for those, angles, and tries to get away.
I think Shax is in a very open and unsupported region over there. Nexus gets the hatch drop and gets neutralized with Envy, and Envy for a double kill.
Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Ragzan still on
Attackers
2F.
dropped the diffuser.
Envy managed to get
15
mellow.
seconds to go.
He does get the double kill,
10 seconds remaining.
and I think Iraxan knows exactly where he is, but the defenders still get around. A triple kill for Envy right there.
I think LevelZero played that defense really well. They started out at aggressive positions, really contesting their entry into the map, and after they did that, they went back into defensive positions, held their sights, pretty well played.
The moment Envy knew that he's going to enter a hostile region, I think he rushed back to the side, which was absolutely crucial for the team. So I don't see Penthouse being picked
Defenders,
again.
protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
I'm out of ammo. We are not protected. We are protected. ABS is ready to go.
So Envy's broken the wall again like he did last round.
Yeah, so LevelZero have 2 shields in their utility right now. I want to see how they
10
play
seconds to go.
using those
Lie
shields.
down for a bit. Your guy can take care of that. Stop worrying.
5 seconds to go.
My magnets will protect us. Wall secure. Defense acquisition.
Attackers are moving to defuse the
He'll be
bomb.
playing Echo again.
He's ready.
Looks like Echo is going to be holding kitchen.
Guns ready. Shoot it if you need it.
I mean, he's holding in such a way as to he's certain that's where they're gonna push from.
Envy again holding Aquarium.
Ready. Got a reload. I'm changing max. Bolstering our defenses.
I mean, if you notice, Envy is really fluid on his movements. He doesn't hold one angle for far too long. Takes a quick check, and if he sees that it's too predatory, he's just gonna run away from there. So he uses the map extremely efficiently, if you observe.
Yeah. So Nexus starts to push in. Also tries to go for a C4 but misses. Slayer realizes he's getting pushed and falls back. So as you can see, the defenders, they contested the entry for a bit and then fell back.
First kill for the round. Raxan gets Envy. I think that's a crucial kill for Constant Esports right there, since Envy was a real problematic operator in
Yeah,
the
I
last
think
2 rounds.
IQ caught Mozzie at really, bad position. I think he was trying to get back to the side, but then IQ caught him, and that's really unfortunate. So right now the attackers have control of 2F. They're playing vertically. Defender
Again. Yeah, I
the
don't see
positions.
much.
Bomb located by attackers.
Maybe Sean can do something with his game. Let's see.
Melo gets mighty over there. And I think they will be going in for the plant. Nexus might use the track singles over there. A quick check at the rotate. Oh, that's not a good place to hold for Veneno. And Thano takes advantage of that. Down to 1v5. Not a single kill by LevelZero this round.
10 seconds to go.
Oh my god, looks like Echo can deny the plant. That can be the round.
5 seconds to go.
The LevelZero knows it.
Attackers are activating the diffuser. Attackers need to protect the diffuser.
The diffuser is
Position
been
compromised.
planted a little too late for Echo over there. And 1v2.
That was a
triple
crazy
kill.
one tap by Echo there.
But no, he does not see IQ prone over there.
I think that was really well played by IQ. Echo could have denied the plant, but then Ragzan was quick to really realize that the last operator was Echo. And
Absolutely.
he looked for those Echo drones and he got it. So that was the round.
I think it was the brilliant play in the last 7 seconds by Constant Esports. Even though they were up 5-1, they still figured out that Echo can deny the plant and completely turn the round around. And extremely well executed. I think Mighty may have underestimated the situation that he's Echo and he can just stun Nexus once and the plant will be denied. But it didn't work out for the best.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
So Slaya's gonna be bringing Doc this round. Actually, it's been quite a while since I saw a spawn peak.
Yeah,
Attackers have
I'm
discovered the location
hoping
of
for
the bomb.
one.
Yeah.
And I think Slayer is there for the frags.
I mean, it might be too much to ask of him because it's match
10
point and we're
seconds left
losing.
before
But
insertion.
Exactly.
5 seconds remaining. Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
I think Constant just has to hold on for one round and the entire map can be theirs.
Wait, got a drone direct.
They just need to play a little patiently.
again, I think the attackers are quite separated. That can be quite
I mean,
disastrous.
It
'Cause-
could, unless they have that confidence that they can 100% win the gun back, which I hope is their mentality and their abilities as well.
Swapping mags.
So next is the advance out Doc. Dog then decides to
The attackers bomb
switch his
diffuser has
position.
been dropped.
Hostile found. Second floor.
I think he can just stall at this moment. It's halfway through the round and not much has happened. Not too many gunfights, but the vertical play by Buck has been noticed, and that may be a bad situation for Buck right there. And we're holding stairs again. The push, and he denies Melo. He gets flash and not the best position to be in.
That's pretty well traded by
Big
Nomad.
knock. Just a minute left and LevelZero may just turn this around. I'm surprised that was not a headshot, but no man
I
gets
think that was a
injured
trade
instead.
and, yeah. Hopefully we'll be seeing Sean going to res him. Yeah, he is going to res him. Slayer might have given the call out to his teammates and they might be rushing him. I don't see anyone
Absolutely.
rushing though.
I mean, either that or they're just trying to play patiently, not throw it, which they might or they may have chances of doing. Which is why, since there's only half a minute for the round left and they still have to pick up the diffuser,
25 seconds left on the clock.
it's just going to be a really hurried and
Attackers recovered the
hasty
bomb diffuser.
attempt to plant. Dhanu is
Seconds left.
barely 20 HP and Shax tries
Remaining. Bomb has been
shooting, but he loses half his health and the round goes to level 0. They might have an opportunity to take it to overtime, I think.
Hopefully, LevelZero will win again as they did on Kitchen last time. But that will bring them to defend either Penthouse or Sunrise. They lost Sunrise last time and they might not be confident enough to win it.
And I'm pretty sure Penthouse is neither of the team's first choice, so
Yeah, we'll see.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
it could also be possible that Coastline Esports knows that this is level 0's stronger sites on the map, so they might throw this round quickly
Bomb
and
located by attackers.
pick it up in the next round where it could be level 0's weaker spots and an easier round to win for Constant.
Yeah, we see Envy at 15 frags for his team there.
Paystack.
10 seconds left.
As we saw earlier, not too much
5
activity
seconds
near the
left.
site. It's a little less crowded and we have Roman.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Perimeter set.
I think Shax might go for the run out, but I don't think he's in a position to. But he might be just checking for the attackers' response.
It could be. I'm not sure if he's a little ballsy enough to do it, but I think he's gonna run away.
Scan the meridian.
Second floor.
I think he hears activity outside kitchen window. He might be attempting to hold it.
Loading new mag. Popping that.
Oh, he actually does manage to get the kill.
Attackers drop the diffuser.
Slayer takes out Nexus. That's the first kill for the round. Could there be more by Slayer?
Throwing frag grenade. Reload.
Envy gets his first kill for the round. And I think Raxan
Attackers
knows
have
about
recovered their diffuser.
Slayer's position, so he might push for it. Sean, however, drops down the hatch.
The attackers bomb
Ooh,
diffuser
he
has
just
been
misses the
dropped.
defenders. And Raxan gets Slayer. As I said, he was tracking him.
Second floor.
Now down to a 2v5, it's a really bad spot to be in. The constant.
Reloading. Cover.
That's 4v1, and I don't think Dhanu's going to be able to, pull any miracles over here. He's running really hurriedly and hastily right now. Almost circulating the map, staying in ruins. I don't know what he's thinking. I think he's just going to wait this out. He might expect LevelZero to push him outside, but either that or he's just wasting time. I'm not sure. Well, I didn't see I'd see this. Really unexpected play by Dhanu over there, but
Looks like
it's
they're
happening.
discussing strats for the next round. It's going to be match point.
It could be.
15 seconds to go.
Dhanu might just be buying time for that, and they had about 50 seconds for that. He does get one kill though. But
Operators,
obviously
you are
that was
out of
not
time.
enough. LevelZero takes the defender round.
So this round's going to be interesting because LevelZero lost their last Sunrise defense.
They will take Sunrise and Blue Bar though. If LevelZero wins this, it goes on to overtime, and if constant, then the map is theirs. Only time will decide who wins this. Next is not playing Gridlock, instead he will go for Jackal. Otherwise, I'm seeing pretty much the same operators, not too much of a change in strategies. They may be rethinking their entry points.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Red flag going up. Reloading.
This is a really close match, I must say.
Looks like they're going to be using the same strats they did last time. Defending the site.
One's done.
Attackers have discovered the
Echo's
location
going to
of a
hold
bomb.
kitchen. Jaeger's going to play Blue Bar, I think.
I need to reload.
I mean, Shax did. He almost missed the opportunity to deny the plan. He just had to do it once
10 seconds left.
or
before
maybe
insertion.
twice, but he was a little bit too late for that. So I
5
think
seconds left before insertion.
relocating himself from kitchen to a more secure place would be a better idea, but he still needs to be equally close to the site.
Why do it yourself when robots do it better? Piss deployed.
It's ready. Use it.
Stop worrying about grenades now. Reload.
Slayer trying to hold the fort down on 2F. Envy will accompany him in hookah.
I need to reload.
And Raxan has proceeded to the roof. He might try to get angles because he knows there'll be Envy roaming. The LevelZero's lethal weapon over there.
Changing mags.
Yeah, so Nexus was called out, but Mozzie was blown out by Constant, and he really lost a lot of his health.
Yeah, I think LevelZero lost control over the 2F in a matter of seconds as soon as Nexus pushed from VIP. Sean's going to be accompanying him as well, but I think Envy is going for the rotate.
Yeah, Envy
He
has been
is-
really impactful these defending rounds for LevelZero.
But he is in
Attackers
a
have located a bomb.
really risky spot right now. Envy does get the first kill though. Even though being at 5 HP, he still manages to get a kill, and that's incredible, I must say. Slayer with another. I think this does look like a round for LevelZero.
Reload. Let's fix
But
that,
Envy
Zoe.
does get taken down. He was at 5 HP, I am not surprised.
Perimeter defense is active.
Slayer hears movement at blue stairs, and I think he realized that the attackers have control over hookah. Dhanu gets taken down. And it's up to Sean on 2F to play vertical.
Changing mags.
At this point, they're just trying to get more frags before they push on this side. But LevelZero are not giving them any opportunity to get any frags.
I think they defended this way better than the first round. Envy does get revived, and that can put Constant Esports in a bad spot since they only have merely 15 seconds to make a push.
15 seconds to go.
And a push in such short time cannot be good. Invi gets
10 seconds remaining.
his third kill, and Sean gets a frag kill on Invi.
5 seconds left.
Oh, he tries to just push, but Wamai gets him.
Operators,
And level
you are out
0
of time.
win this round, and we will be moving to overtime.
See, now we saw that Constant was really good at the defense. Now let's see how LevelZero changed their strats to counter that.
I mean, Constant Esports really held up their barricade on defense, and I think we're seeing a similar 6th pick as we saw before, from Legion to Pulse.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
This
defused
match
by
just
attackers.
gets more interesting by the round. Incredibly intriguing, and only a matter of changing strategies can tip the scales from either Constant Esports or to weigh in for LevelZero. Again, Melo securing the 90 wall.
Jammer deployed. ATS up and running. Jammer activated.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds left.
We're seeing a lot of movement near the side in this round.
Attackers' objective is to locate a
Only
bomb and
Nex
defuse
is on the roam, and
Razor wire is deployed.
I think Raxan's going to make his move as well. Be holding Sunrise Bar. I think Raxan hears Shax outside kitchen, and I don't think Shax knows about Raxan's whereabouts. Mighty, similar to his previous rounds, pushing from.
Attackers' bomb diffuser
Oh,
has been
he does
dropped.
get. In a matter of seconds, it gets equalized by Raxan. We're seeing Invi on the push in her kitchen.
Still 2 minutes left, and they decide to rethink the strategies
Attackers
on where to
recovered
push.
the bomb.
And we managed to get Raxan again.
He knows that he's going to get rotated by Dhanu, so he's watching the flank from beforehand, which is a wise call. But I think Dhanu knows
Loading new mag.
about that, and he's not going to attack from the same place. Sean is patiently waiting on 2F. And Melo in a tight position. He does see Mighty but cannot get the kill, and he does secure it. Envy is dead, and Melo with the double kill. This may be Constant Esports round. It's up to Slayer to win a 1v3 clutch situation, but it does not look like the scales are in the favors. I think we're seeing a glitch. That's a little buggy. I mean, initially I was actually confused as to what Sean was shooting at, because I couldn't see Mute on the other hand, but I realized it's just a small bug, nothing to worry about.
As we head into the overtime match point, Constant are going to be attacking, and they haven't been really good at attacking in this map.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can. Attackers have discovered the location of a bomb.
You can stop worrying about grenades now.
Both teams are almost at par and battling their way to victory. It's only a matter of time, and they'll be using the same strategies as they did in the previous round to win it on hookah. We will be seeing Slayer on dock again,
10 seconds remaining.
and that was a near flawless round for LevelZero. If they can reciprocate that, I think they might be able to drag the overtime match point a little bit more.
Worrying about grenades now.
We see two spawns in Ruins, Sean and Nexus,
Going up.
and Raxan on poolside. They will be converging towards the hookah stairs.
I think LevelZero are really playing this very safe. Except Envy, who seems to be the same aggressive now
Grab the
that we
drone.
saw
Did it in style.
past 5
He's
rounds.
played it the same way earlier, and he's succeeded at almost every time.
Got us a new. Didn't even have to aim.
But even the slightest chance
Reloading.
he feels that he cannot hold it down, I think he's gonna, which is very safe, even though he's being offensive.
Yeah, I think the only problem Constant have right now is that they're not pushing together, and the Romas are able to push them out one by one.
I mean, as long as the roamers can just
Attackers
delay
bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Shax with the first kill against Nexus, and I think this may put LevelZero in a better position. They might gain a little more confidence. I mean, as you said, they won the best on the attack, and this might be a victory on the gun battle for Dhanu, but he does not take the chance. Bonito gets the second kill, and Dhanu is down to nearly 20 HP. Envy does get injured, one of the key players in the team, and Echo denies the entry, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Mello does take down Envy.
Cover me.
He was injured. Mello is inching his way through really quickly. We see movement on 2 by Dhanu. I think he's gonna clear out the last Roma.
So they're gonna be heading for that aquarium push.
Let's just see how Slayer handles the situation. I think he knows it, but he prematurely fires, and it does not look good. But Echo still has his drone.
Knock, knock.
30 seconds left on the clock. It's still a 4v3 in favor of the defenders. They spot out the Echo drone and manage to get it.
Attackers have located a bomb. Attackers
Blackson
dropped
gets
the bomb
Slayer
diffuser.
and gets neutralized immediately. A quick trade and a double kill. And LevelZero Esports win the second round of the overtime. Extremely close battle, and we knew that this was LevelZero's round for defense, and LevelZero's on the attack. Let's see how they can execute this.
The previous round was very close. You know, anything could have happened, but you know, a few players managed to turn it around for LevelZero.
I see a very vulturous lineup on LevelZero's half. Ash, Envy on IQ. I mean, I've seen Envy mostly go for the frags, and he's really good at it, no doubt.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Deploying razor wire.
Envy has a staggering of 19 kills in this match.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Deploying ATS.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds to insertion.
Evil eye is ready.
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Worrying about grenades now.
Yeah, so we have Castle trying to hold kitchen. Maestro and Smoke look like they will be holding the site. Ragzan on Rome.
Deploying jammer.
And yeah, that looks like a pretty good setup.
Absolutely, and I think they have a really good triangulated approach to the both first floor and the second floor and the sides they're all in. I think Mighty is keen on taking the roamer out as soon as possible, as to not waste time, which is of essence at this moment. Both Veneno and Mighty are eager to get the roamer out, and Envy is pushing from the other side as well.
And we could really do something for his team here.
Absolutely,
And
he sees. Absolutely, this might just be a second kill for Envy. He is absolutely close, but Dhanu gets taken down as well. And Slayer gets Dhanu.
Bomb located by attackers.
Sean knows how to win the 1v1 battles, and I think it's a wise move by Shax by not taking a battle with Sean, because he knows he might just lose it, so he's taking it safe. Mello holding the long angles. Next is on the roam, looking at 2F. I think that was an incredible flash by Shax, because Sean did not realize that Shax has relocated himself, and that may be really crucial for this moment.
Time to make a new door.
They're still playing this really, patiently.
That's the first kill for Coastline Esports by Mello on Envy, who, as mentioned, a key member. Mighty does they traded back immediately.
Smoke grenade.
Attackers have complete control over Sunrise Bar.
Mello on his double kill. Shax taking the plant, and I think Mello hears it, and he does not.
Attackers
not deny the
activating
plan.
diffuser.
Nexus does not have too much to work with at this point.
Little less than 25 HP, and no intel on where the attackers are. It's really looking really bad for them.
He has 19 seconds to work with, and I don't think it's going to work. And LevelZero take the map on Coastline. Incredible comeback from losing 5-1 to winning 8-7. Envy with a staggering number of kills in this match of 20.
So
That was truly intriguing, and please stay tuned for the next map